ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another 2-in-1 Marvel Legends action figure review. We're looking at the 2024 Marvel Legends Retro Card Waves Hallows Eve, along with the Last Stand Spider-Man. This is not me including the female figure with the Spider-Man review. This is me including the Spider-Man with the Hallows Eve review over here. I wanted this one. This one I just picked up out of curiosity and the completionist in me. I gotta say, just looking at it in the packaging right now, I'm not that excited for this figure. However, this one does look pretty cool. I am excited for the Hallows Eve. Anyway, nice imagery for each of them on the side right over there. Nothing on the side. Of course, on the back you get product shots. There is a read-up for Hallows Eve. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There is a read-up on Last Stand Spider-Man. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it right now or say it 3 times fast. You can try that. And then nothing on the side, top or bottom. So let's get to it and crack these things open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's looking at the figures out of the packaging, and I'm happy to see this Hallows Eve figure looking pretty good. Yeah, I do like the Shriek body mold with this. It works pretty well. And the Last Stand Spider-Man, it's kind of like what? A little bit disappointed in it. Not that excited for this one. There are a lot of restrictions with this figure. And anyway, we'll get into that more in a minute. First, let's get a closer look. We'll start with Hallows Eve. So one thing I absolutely love about the Marvel Legends line is learning about new characters that I'm not familiar with. And to be honest with you, I don't know much about Janine Godby at all, aside from my research done over here. She is Ben Reilly's girlfriend, and she gets these powers granted to her by Madeline Pryor, and she has the ability to wear one of these magical masks that give her the abilities of whatever character's mask she's wearing. And I just think it's such a cool looking design. I really like that it's the powers that are really focused here. It's not so much of a shapeshifter, but she gets those powers. And I just love the design of the character, and all these different covers over here, and the artwork that I've seen from my research just looks spectacular. And I think this head sculpt looks spectacular as well. I love the details right over here on the mouth and the teeth. The eyes look good. The mask over her face looks great. I like this hood. You can see her orange hair underneath here. Does blend in a bit, but it's supposed to be that color. And she comes with just 2 masks. You get a Dracula mask. Look at my poor thumbs. But the detail on these masks are really, really impressive. I do like them quite a bit. And you can put them on. So she puts the mask on, and then she gets the power of that character. And there's this, at one point she wears a werewolf mask, which would have been cool if she did come with a werewolf mask, and she ends up biting somebody, and then, long after she's done being the werewolf, that person still has, that person that got bit ends up turning into a werewolf themselves. I do have a hard time getting her wearing this devil mask. It does look really, really good. But yeah, I wish we'd gotten the Frankenstein, and a werewolf mask would have been great, but you could kind of shove that in there. It will stay to a point. You may get a couple of shots. I was able to work with it a little bit. Now, we have this piece right over here with the little pumpkin bombs, which I think is her pumpkin bombs, little pumpkin heads right there. I mean, Green Goblin's really the first Halloween-themed villain, right? And speaking of which, she does have Green Goblin's satchel right over here, a little bit of silver right there, and this is where she gets all her masks. And then the rest of the figure is the Shriek body mold. Nothing new to say about that except for little bits of Kirby Crackle painted over some of the sections of the figure, and I do love this body mold. I also love that she comes with all 3 sets of hands. You get weapon holding hands, you have a set of fist hands, and we get the wide open hands as well. So that makes me happy to see, even though her gloves have fingernails sculpted in them. I know, so it's not 100% perfect, but I still like it a lot. This body mold is great, still looks fantastic, really like it. I just get this satchel flopping down on me. That could be frustrating. We do have the AOA Rogue holes right here on the back, which are a little frustrating. I'm going to post a short talking about the X-Men 97 episodes 4 and 5, by the way. But we get more Kirby Crackle right here around the thighs, looking really good. I do like that Kirby Crackle effect that they've painted. Well, yeah, it's just the paint design right there. And then nothing on the lower half of the legs except for the peg holes. Now, I really don't know much about this Last Stand Spider-Man. He does have a little smudge right over here on the top of his head, which is unfortunate, but I did my research, aka reading the comments section, so that doesn't really count as research, but based off of what you guys had told me, which I really do appreciate, that this is Peter Parker returning from being a break as being Spider-Man. He's come back to be Spider-Man once again after Ben Reilly had been Spider-Man for a while. He believed he was the clone, but he's not the clone. And then Ezekiel Sims, or an alternate version of Ezekiel Sims, also wore this suit, I guess. So that makes sense to me because I thought I'd seen Ezekiel wearing this at some point in Spider-Verse. Anyway, it looks okay. You have the jacket here. It's a very motorcycle jacket, and it looks the way it's supposed to look based off of those reference images. You can see we get the spider logo right here. It looks pretty nice. It doesn't take a whole lot to tilt the neck back, and you get a little bit of gappage over there, but it doesn't stand out terribly bad with the red over red. I'm just not getting a great range of motion with the articulation, which we will go over for this figure. You do get the pinless joints right over there. You do get a set of open hands and then a set of fisted hands. I guess this version doesn't really thwip so well. Ooh, you saw a little bit of my wound over there on my thumb. A brief glimpse of my thumb wound. But yeah, he only comes with the fisted hands right here as well as those wide open hands. Does he not thwip? But I thought he would thwip. But the jacket looks pretty sweet. I do like it. I like the sculpting right over here too. That looks very good. I feel like we've seen these pants before. We'll do some comparisons in a minute. But yeah, these do look very familiar. Don't write a comment about it. Wait till the comparison section. And then if I don't get it right there, then comment about it. Okay. Deal? All right, deal. But this does look really good. The pinless joints right here are not breaking up the wrinkles, which look very nice to me. So I'm going to skip the articulation segment for the most part with this figure. We got the Shriek body parts with the Rogue top right over there. But we have this new head sculpt and this new hood. It does shift around on its own. So when you're moving the head around, you need to kind of adjust the hood as you move it around as well. There's some head tilting right there. It does get a bit restricted. This gets floppy and comes down on me when I move things around. A little bit of pivoting right there. She can look down very far and she can look up. We do have a neck hinge and she has the short hair, so she does look up pretty far. So that's pretty sweet. And then as far as this new Spider-Man figure goes, God, that does feel like a long neck, but Last Stand Spider-Man can look up very far. Well, I just popped it off, but without it popping off or halving it, he'll look up that much, which I still feel like we get more range of movement just having the disc with the ball joint. He can look down very far. You get a little bit of gappage in the back of the head right there. You get some really good pivoting. And of course, he'll turn side to side. No butterfly joints, but we can get the arms to move outward that far. They move in. Rotate a full 360 bicep swivel. The pinless double jointed elbows. And then you have the wrists that turn side to side and they hinge up and down. Same thing with the fisted ones. And then this is just frustrating that we don't have an ab crunch or any mid-torso articulation at all with the figure. That's just what really kills it for me more than anything else. It just sends the fun factor right out the window into oblivion. Anyway, you can get him bending back. He will crunch forward just that much, which for a Spider-Man figure is just not sufficient. You do get, some pivoting right over here. Of course, it'll turn side to side. You get hips that move outward that far, kicks forward, back a little bit, and he doesn't even kick that high. It's almost the 90-degree mark. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Then the ankles don't even rotate side to side, but you can get him to move down. They will move up a little bit, and he does have beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out these figures, you can see that Last Stand Spider-Man standing just right around the 6.5 inch mark almost. And then you can see Hallows Eve, because of that hat or the hood anyway, it's just under 6.5 inches as well. And then here's Hallows Eve next to Chasm or Ben Reilly, and we have Madeline Pryor, Goblin Queen. And I love that this character specifically looks like this due to teaming up with Chasm over here. I suspect Hasbro's working on a King Chasm figure. I think that would be really cool to see. I'd also like to get a comic version of Madeline Pryor. I think we all want that ever since we saw the design or the prototype 3D render from that HasLab a few years ago. I hope they still make a comic version of Goblin Queen. That would be sweet. And then here's Hallows Eve. Next to the OG Halloween-themed villain, we have Green Goblin from the animated Spider-Man Series 2-pack. And here's the Last Stand Spider-Man next to our Ben Reilly Spider-Man. And here's the Renew Your Vows Peter Parker Spider-Man. And he's a bit short. You can see he's a bit shorter than both of these figures. And since I didn't read the books with this, was this the main Spider-Man over here? Because that's when I stopped reading comic books, when that happened. Because the whole thing of Ben Reilly being the actual Spider-Man this whole time, that like I didn't like that storyline. That got me out of reading comics. I really hated that. So I don't know. Is this accurate? These two side by side like that? Oh yeah, I wanted to try some head swaps over here too. Just because I kind of wanted to have an Ezekiel figure on the shelf somewhere. Oh, I tried to put a Logan head on there. That's not working. And then here's a Magneto head. Let's see if this fits. It does fit on there, but it does not scale with the rest of the figure. Plus, it looks too much like Magneto. So it would have been nice if we'd gotten an Ezekiel head to go with this so that we could have at least have a new character on the shelf. I guess he still counts as a new character for me anyway. And then here's Last Stand Spider-Man next to our latest MCU Talos figure. And I knew I'd remember where the legs came from. Yep, same boots, same legs, different belt over here. He doesn't have this same belt as this one, but yeah, same legs. And then here's Hallows Eve and Last Stand Spider-Man. Next to the other figures from this wave that I've already reviewed, we have Jack-O-Lantern and Scarlet Spider. I will review Spider-Shot and Tombstone later on. I do want to talk about the Wolverine 2-packs on this channel, though, between. And then here's Hallows Eve and Last Stand Spider-Man. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, wait. Are you really my brother? Or are you my other brother? Or are you the brother that's pretending to be my brother? I can't remember which brother you are, brother! Oh my god, it's driving me crazy! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to share some love by hitting that like button, or send your love by hitting that like button, or that subscribe button. Make sure that you catch up on all my latest videos. I certainly do appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the video helps in your purchase-making decisions. These two figures, they're definitely not on the same level of desire for me. Obviously, the Hallows Eve one is the pick out of these two. The Last Stand Spider-Man, it was just something I wanted just to have a new character in the collection. That's why I got it. There's nothing that really, I don't find the suit appealing, you know? I'm not a big fan of it. I'm sure there's people out there that like it, but it's just too much of just a dude in a motorcycle suit, which is, for an Ezekiel figure, I think actually works. Like, for me, I think I would be happier with that. I would have much rather preferred that the figure came with an Ezekiel head sculpt. So, you know, for the time being, since it's my understanding that this is an Ezekiel from another universe, that's what it's going to be on my shelf, so I still have use for it. There's still good things about it. I like the pinless joints, especially having those arms with half black and half red. Those pinless joints really do help a lot. But the choice figure for me right here is the Hallows Eve figure. I really like this figure a lot. My only real complaint about it is that I wish she just came with more accessories. Like, if we just got a bunch more masks, that would have been even cooler. But, you know, I know they have limitations, and she still comes with a sufficient number of accessories with all the interchangeable hands. But yeah, more masks would have been cooler. I'm definitely going to give these different ratings. So at the price point of about 25 bucks a piece, I'm going to give the Last Stand Spider-Man a sud rating of meh. Then Hallows Eve, she gets a sud rating of I love it. And I'd like to know what you guys think. So be sure to let me know what you think in the comment section below. I do read my comments. Thank you for all the thumb jokes, by the way. I did hurt my thumbs rummaging through bins getting that Talos figure. It hurt so bad. For some reason in my head, I feel like I deserve it. I don't know why, but anyway. I enjoyed the comments. Thanks so much, you guys. Go ahead and follow me on social media via Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face is in my shot.